Hi, I'm Deborah Adams. Welcome to Ingles Table for Two. Today I'm going to be cooking up a special recipe designed just for two people. It's going to be tasty, easy, and budget friendly. I'm thinking about you, empty nesters, working couples, and all you date night lovers out there. I have everything I need to make my beautiful coq au vin with mashed potatoes, so let's get started. I have 2 chicken breasts here, and I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on them, but first I'm going to turn on our skillet to about medium high, and I'm going to add some canola oil and some butter. And while that is melting, we'll get our chicken ready. And this is very, very simple. It's salt and pepper, butter and oil, and a few minutes in the oven. Let's check our butter and oil. It is just about ready to put the chicken in. And you want it pretty hot to start with, because actually all you're doing is searing it to keep the juices in. So let's put this one in. Nice sizzle there. And we'll salt and pepper the other side. While this is browning up, I'm going to go ahead and get a little head start on our wine sauce. And we're going to use, I like a Pinot Noir, a nice dark red, and then I'm using beef broth in the wine sauce. And this is not the long, detailed version of coq au vin from Julia Child. This is an abbreviated version of it, but it is very tasty. So we want to use chicken stock, beef stock. And we're going to put that in a little shaker. And to that, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. And let me turn these chicken before I do that again. See, they're browning up quite nicely. And this is going to take 3 or 4 minutes per side, so it doesn't take long. And this little wine sauce is so tasty and super easy. Once you have it in the shaker, you want to shake until you dissolve the flour into the beef broth. And that is called a slurry, and that's what's going to make it thick after we get the red wine cooking for a few minutes. Okay, it looks like these are brown on both sides. So I'm going to turn this skillet down a little bit. And we are going to put that on our sheet pan that has a little bit of oil on it. You can use the spray oil if you like, that's easy. Put that right there. Now we've been preheating our oven at 400. So we're going to slide these in, and we're going to come back and make our red wine sauce. Okay, we have here the drippings from the chicken, and that's just going to make it more tasty. Let's add our vegetables first. We've got this ready to go. So I'm going to chop up some mushrooms. I like the baby Bella, and I usually use about 6 for this recipe for 2. And I'll cut those into quarters. I like the baby Bella because they just have a more earthy taste. I feel like it gives the dish a little more flavor. And that's what we're after with coq au vin anyway, is a great flavor. These, I just cleaned these off and took out the stem. So we'll throw these in here, let them saute a few minutes. And then I have pearl onions. I bought these frozen, and they are so sweet and delicious. So you're going to enjoy these in your red wine sauce. Here we go. Okay, you can see that our mushrooms are developing a little bit of color there. So they're just about ready to take out. So I'm going to pull those out and put them in a little bowl. Now we're going to start with the red wine. As you see, it is cooking off the alcohol, so you don't have to worry about that. And we're going to stir this. It's going to reduce just a little bit, spurting off the alcohol and getting it down to the intense Pinot Noir flavor. That's reduced. So now we're going to give our beef broth and our flour another shake. This is immediately going to start thickening up. And look at that beautiful burgundy color. And if we're thinking about fall and winter recipes, all these delicious, luscious fall colors are coming together. Our brown on our mushrooms and our burgundy in our wine sauce. Okay, there it has thickened up, and I'm going to add just a tablespoon of butter because it's French and it needs some more butter. So let's do that. That just gives it a more rich, smooth look to it. And of course, it always tastes better with butter. Let's turn this down now. And this is going to be a bit of a task because I'm going to empty this skillet into the bowl that has our vegetables. So let's get our mushrooms and our pearl onions. I'm going to put those in a glass bowl because this is really hot. Let me unplug this. There we go. Get that last swirl of butter in there. And we're just going to pour that out into this bowl. Scrape down those good bits. Okay. Now we're going to set that aside, and I'm going to pull it. Let's give it a stir here. Get it all over those vegetables. And I think we need some fresh thyme on that. So I have just pulled these off the stem, and we're going to use a touch of that. Okay, now I'm going to grab the chicken from the oven. We need to let it rest about 5 minutes. And I have a little secret surprise for you. When we come back, I have a shortcut. Okay, I'm back. I have my chicken out of the oven, and I'm going to tell you about that special shortcut now. It's Ingles already mashed potatoes. So I have heated those up in the microwave. Only takes about 4 minutes. They're delicious. I've eaten them plenty of times before. So we're going to plate this up. And I guess we'll start with the potatoes. Now, in my recipe, I give you the instructions to make mashed potatoes the way I make them at home. But if you don't have time to peel 4 or 5 potatoes and boil them, go ahead and try these because they're great. And let's see, let's go ahead and put a chicken breast over here. And the finishing touch, of course, is our red wine sauce with pearl onions and mushrooms. And I'm going to spread that around on the chicken, get some vegetables on there. And you might want to put some on your potatoes. It's delicious. And I'm going to top it off with a little extra thyme. And if you want to add something extra to these ready-made mashed potatoes, sometimes I throw in about a tablespoon of the onion and chive sour cream. So if you want a little extra flavor, that's a good way to go about it. And there we have it. Coq au vin and mashed potatoes, ready in a hurry, and I hope you enjoy it. And thanks so much for joining me today. Remember to explore the website for more great recipes. I'll see you next time.